Okay friends, today we are evaluating our current planner system to help us make decisions about what kind of planner we're going to use for 2022. So let's get right into it. Hey y'all, I'm Kate with Salty Katie. I run an online planner shop and make videos about planning, productivity, and organization. I'm so glad you joined me today. So this is the fourth video in our 2022 Planner Shenanigans series where we mess around trying to figure out what kind of planner or system we're going to use for 2022. And an important part of figuring that out is evaluating your current planner system and seeing what needs changing. So I thought today I would take you along with me while I ask myself a few simple questions about my current planner system and evaluate whether or not it's working. Question number one, is the size of your planner working for you? So let's look at my planner and talk about it. Okay, so planner size. For me personally, this is an A5 Slim that I have considerably bulked up by adding a second notebook on the back. It's quite a bit thinner if you don't have that notebook, so that's definitely a consideration. But for me personally, I leave this on my desk. I work from home. I don't drag it around with me, so the fact that it's kind of on the large side is fine with me. It's not an issue, and it leaves me plenty of room to write what I need to write. So for me, portability isn't really a question. Maybe it is for you though. Do you need to stick your planner in your purse and drag it around back and forth to work or to the doctor and back or whatever it is? I don't, but you might, so there's something to consider. So this planner size, yeah, it's working for me. Question number two, the layout. Is the layout of your planner working for you? So let's look at my planner and figure that out. Okay, what about layout? So for me, this planner has basically the perfect layout. There are all the months, they're plenty big for me to be able to write what I need to write in them. And then all the weeks, which are also a good layout for me because they also have plenty of room and they're vertical. This does not have any dailies, which I don't use. That might be a consideration for you. I think a complaint, like a lot of times about the A5 Hobonichi Techo, is that folks end up not using the dailies. Well, then you've got a bunch of wasted planners. So that might be a question for you. And then this also, what I find super important is that it's a Monday start. My brain works from Monday through Sunday. Sunday for me is the end of the week. If that's different for you, then you might need to consider changing your layout based on that. If you start your week on a Sunday, like in your little brain, then this may not be the planner for you, or the planner you're using might not be the planner for you. These weeks also start on a Monday. Super important to me because in my mind, it goes Monday through Sunday, and that's just how it works. So if this was to start with a Sunday, that would be a total no-no for me. So both the months layout, the weeks layout, and the fact that it doesn't have dailies, all of those things are working for me. And also, the hourly layout of it is working for me. I can look at this and tell where I've spent my time, which is super important. Layout is good for me in this planner. Is yours working for you? Question number three, color code. Did you use a color code and did it work for you? Let's check it out in my planner. So, color code. If you use a color code, did it work for you? So my color code is somewhere here up close to the front. Okay, here's my color code. Did that work for me? Yes, absolutely. I am able to look at both the monthly and the weekly. So here's a good example. Pink is sort of general work type stuff, production, that kind of thing. Gray is personal, green is YouTube, purple is Instagram. I can tell that I spent most of this week in production. It looks like I had some personal errands to run, doctor's appointment. I did some filming, editing, and uploading for YouTube. I did some Instagram uploads. So the color code is giving me the information that I need that's important to me. So your color code might be, can you tell when Janie has soccer practice as opposed to when Jimmy's supposed to be at the dentist? If that's the kind of information your color code is supposed to provide you, is it giving it to you? For me, yeah, this is working for me pretty well. Question number 4, paper. Did the paper in your planner work for you? Let's go check mine out. Okay, so let's talk paper for a minute. This has got Mio paper, which is primarily meant for gel pens, which is what I use in my planner. I use a 0.4 black gel ink because it stands off the page really nicely for me. It does not bleed in this planner. I'm able to highlight over it with my Tombow, what do you call those? Dual brush markers really quickly. The ink doesn't bleed. Yeah, so the paper for me is working. In terms of ghosting, you can kind of see it, but not all that much, but it wouldn't actually bother me if it did. I like a paper that ghosts because it looks like lived in and worked in for me, and I enjoy that look. But this Jib-Un Techo is not bad for ghosting. Now, I don't use fountain pens in it. I don't know what that would look like, but yeah, and it's a nice smooth paper. It's thin enough. It's not as thin as the Hobonichi paper, nor does it make quite the same sound the Hobonichi paper does. But yeah, I like it. I'm enjoying it. So is the paper in this planner working for me? Yeah, it is. Question number 5, the last and most important. Did you use a Salty Katie jelly cover on your planner this year? Well, hell yes I did. Oh yeah, girl. What? I'm just kidding, but it is an important question. Was your planner attractive to you or not? Is your planner attractive to you? Yes. I like the way this thing looks. I don't particularly like the black front of it, so that's why I stuck a Barely There jelly cover on it to give it kind of a pink cast. And then I've got my little pink elastic here. I've got my little gray and purple holographic cloudy tabs there. My little bottom tabs, a little holographic. Yeah, I do like the way this planner looks. I like how neutral it is on the inside. It could actually be even more neutral and I'd be okay with it. Yeah, I like the way this thing looks. I like the way the gel pen looks on the paper. I like the way my color code looks on the paper. I like the look of the planner, which I think can certainly make a difference as to whether you want to use your planner more often or not. Because your planner no planner will work if you don't use it. So I think it's a consideration. Maybe not the most important one, but yeah, it is kind of important, I think. So overall, did this planner system for 2021 work out for me? Yeah, I feel like it did. I had used the Jib-Un Techos in the past, but just in a B6 slim size, so just about this big, and I decided to switch over to this Biz because the colorway was more neutral. I accidentally bought the wrong one last year for 2020. Or was it 2020? I guess I've been using the Jib-Un Techo long enough now, I don't know. But it had a less neutral color layout, and I was not satisfied with that at all. My color code didn't look as good. So, but yeah, I've certainly enjoyed these. So, can you tell I like almost everything about this planner? Maybe I shouldn't switch to the A5 Hobo for next year. Yeah, overall, I feel like it's a pretty successful system. So, maybe I'll end up doing the same thing next year. Okay, y'all, I hope that was helpful for you looking at how I evaluate my planner. I hope maybe you found a question or two there that might help you evaluate your planner. Okay, I'd love it if you tell me down in the comments what is like a planner deal breaker for you. Is it the paper? That seems to be a really popular one. Like if the paper doesn't work for you, the whole thing is just a wash. So drop that kind of thing down in the comments for me. Okay, thank y'all so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you back here again next Sunday. Bye, y'all.